I feel kind of scattered, so I'll just say it ahead. So, I went outside and did some stuff, and I don't know. I think it's the poisons that they fill the air with. But what I was gonna say is that I was looking at some TikToks and I shared a couple. There was more I would share, but some of them say words too many times that we can't say. And so I just don't want to do that, share some of them. But the something that I wanted to say, because I had just talked about this earlier, and I said when you start paying attention, you will start seeing things lining up. Like you'll get this information and then something will back that up and something will back it up, and you will just see a building, a layering of your information. But you have to open your mind. You have to put yourself out there and start, absorbing. It's kind of like a sponge. You have to turn this world into water. It is like fluid. Oh my gosh. And I shared another one with the stars. And I'm telling you, it is something like if the stars are like a lot of energy coming together, like this reality, like a planet. So it's a lot of energy coming together in an area, which creates this magnetic looking energy that's pulsating and moving and dancing. That is different realities. That is different spaces and time. It's all energy. I wish I could, I just feel like if people could look at my head and see it, then they would understand it. Because I don't ever know if I'm explaining it right. But it is definitely, it is not what people think of, like this open air space and that we are three-dimensional planet and all of that stuff. It's not anything like that. That is just an understanding. It's like a pop-up book for consciousness to experience. So you can go into a pop-up book and you can experience, what does it feel like to be? Not to just think and imagine, but what does it feel like to be there? That's what we are. We are ourself here feeling, what does it feel like? It's just that we are in a haunted house and somebody is in control and they're very evil. So, anyways, so the star one, I thought I think he shows some planets, but anyways, it's the same thing. And it's when all of the movement, like everything is really in movement. It's not just standing still like we think. It is moving, and realities are all right next to each other, and it's all in movement, and it's all with space, and space is all like a plasma fluid. It's how vibration and stuff carries in that tornado, like the up or down or whatever. There is no difference in up or down. It's where you are vibrating. It's where your soul resonates, where it resides when it's outside of the experience. So it's like trying to start wrapping your head around, it's just changing the way you think. That is what the whole thing is with this 3D, 5D, 4D stuff that people keep talking about. It's changing how you perceive. It's how you perceive things. If you need the three-dimensional to understand, you need the dollhouse. You need the structured thing like the pop-up book for a child. And it's the same thing, micro, macro, like it's in our development. It is a part of what consciousness needs to understand itself. And it has a great part to play in our existence. It's getting a bad rap right now. But that also has to do with the manipulation. If you were in other places, in other realms, around other beings, incarnating does not have a bad rap like that. It's just because we're in such a dark place that I think it is the vibration. What people here think of as hell, like how they have to, heaven, hell, God, how they have to make everything, a doll so they can move it around. The concept and the low vibration and the energy that can survive here, I believe this is hell. That's just what I believe. And when I say it, nobody seems to, oh no, because it's too beautiful. Oh no, it's too this. Any beautiful place can be turned to hell. Think about what some people are going through in different realities right here on this planet that we are existing in right now. There are people living in beautiful places that are living in hell. So, and it's not that them trying to make hell, even though their soul, like I always have to go like disclaimer, even though they are projecting themselves into the experience. So, you know, they are part of that hell or whatever. But anyways, the stuff with the planet and the stars. And I shared another one where a guy was talking about, he got one of the things, and he did lose his taste buds and all that stuff, just like what it was saying in the video. So he was giving a confirmation on that video. And the other one I really wanted to share, because this is the one where I was just talking about this, is they're not trying to get us. They're just trying to wipe us out because they're after the kids. They're going to take some of them out too, but that is the target. They want less of them, of course, but they want a certain ones. And don't forget, they know how to target. That's what you know, when everybody was sending in their DNA and stuff, I was like, stop. But, you know, and then my mom telling me that now they're going to do all of our medicals. It's going to be teleprompter medical, because they're going to have all of our DNA structure and they're going to know exactly what's wrong with us. It's going to be so individual. Yeah, because we're individuals. And, but it's all based off that. Well, they've been doing experiments on all of this stuff for so long. So they know how to isolate and they know how to target certain people. So bet your ass there's certain kids that are being wiped out right now. Bet your ass. Okay, she's having a fit. Just a second. I got to finish this. Do you want in? What are you crying about? Okay, I'm shutting the door. I'm doing something. Hurry up. Wish you would not do that. I've told you and told you and told you. Don't ask to come in till you're ready to come in. I think she's just trying to get me to come out. That's what she's always trying to do. Just sit at the door and cry, and I open it and she'll just sit and stare at me like, I want you to come out. And I'm like, I'm not coming out. It's fucking cold. She's all furry. I'm not that furry. Too furry. Not that furry. So anyways, I should lift my hair back up. It was giving me a headache, but then I can't get my fingers out of it. It's distracting to me. Okay, so anyways, the guy who was talking, and he was talking about that it was a doctor, and he was doing all that confirmation that what they're doing and what they're putting in it, because not only are we getting the, you know, the squirmy stuff, it's poison. Not only are we getting that, but we are also getting, and he said, the one guy who was doing the confirmation, he said that he's got people coming in and saying, well, what about people who don't drink water? Well, they're covering all their bases, people. That's what I keep saying and keep saying and keep saying. They've got it all covered. Don't you worry your pretty little head. They'll figure out a way to get that poison in you. They spend a lot of time trying to figure that out. I just got a flash of like, I put some chapstick on. I just all of a sudden I thought my lips looked bright red. I don't know, I'm seeing things. I'm probably poisoned. Oh, I know, poisoned. Anyway, so the he was talking about the stuff, you know, the Fauci started a long time ago, and he started when my generation was first started dating, and we had a sickness that came out, and they really targeted gay guys and drug addicts. I think that, you know, they're practicing, you know, isolating certain things and developing what they understood about our DNA and being able to, you know, target certain people. And I've heard it a couple of different times. I know it's something with the protein or protein peptide. There's something they know how to read. Like, we don't know about this stuff. And besides the fact that they lie about everything. And another thing, I can't even believe that younger people, you start telling them something about when you were younger and what life was like, they will fucking start arguing with you. It's like, what? How do you know about the time when I was young? I don't know, but you know, please tell me all about the past, because, you know, in your 20 years of wisdom and your indoctrination camp, I guess you understand it much more than somebody who actually lived it. It's like, oh my God, what have they done to these kids? But these are the kids they're going after. And I mean, how they think is just wackadoo. It's like, what? How? I mean, it's like, you know, they try and create this generational divide, but, you know, when they have these kids being this arrogant, and, you know, they just like how that movie was like, oh, this was the norm, but it wasn't the norm. But it was, they're also trying to market as like, you know, we were so supremely racist, you know, we destroyed the world. It was practically like, you know, the hippies in the 60s were the same ones who were slave owners or something. It's like, but these kids just believe all this stuff. They don't go in. Who knows what the hell they teach at school anymore? I haven't gone and sat through a class. I mean, between their masturbation classes, what are they teaching them? Question your parents. Your parents are liars. Your parents are crazy. Your grandparents are crazy racists. Like, what the fuck? I'm telling you, I would 100% get my kids out of any damn schools. Any. I mean, they're not learning skills. And why are we chasing a goddamn piece of paper? It's always these damn pieces of paper that got everybody chasing. So I would pull them out. I mean, you can train your kids, you can teach your kids. There's a lot more to learning than sitting in and having some weirdo talk to you all day long. I mean, we should have recognized to begin with that teachers had something different, something weird. Like, what, are they going to save the world? They're going to take all the kids? Like, they're my kids. They're my kids. I keep seeing these teachers. Like, you didn't give birth to all these kids. You want to pretend like the parents don't exist. And these weird videos, it's just, there's so much weird stuff. How people have developed these unusual kind of ownership over things and stuff. Like young people that have ownership over the past. Like, dude, you didn't even live it. So annoying. But anyways, the back in those days when they were trying to, I think, you know, Fauci was just getting, you know, like getting his feet wet, and they were wiping out so many people. Well, they recycled that. Recycle. That's why they invented fucking recycle. They had to have a reason why they had to have that word out there. Recycle. Well, we'll just tell them, yeah, they need to give up. Well, yeah, because then we'll sell the plastic bottles to third world countries if they want glass. Oh, God, that's so disgusting. They are just warped. How their brains just, when you even go into how their brains think, it just is like melts your mind. It's like, oh, at any point, you could think, like, who does this benefit? Because they're the ones who are against Mother Nature, as they're fucking defining the creator as a monster. They're the ones destroying Mother Nature. It's like, but everything's a twist. They twist everything around. They develop words to confuse us. But so I guess there's so many people going in, and they have no immune system left. And because it was all to destroy their immune system, so anything can wipe them out. Nobody's any to the wiser what it was. Nope. Everybody just thinks, oh, well, you know, everybody's just suddenly dying of heart attacks. Everybody's just suddenly dying. And, you know, they're not talking a lot about this. I'm not going to say the words because I'm sure they're knocking those ones out of the ballpark, because we're not hearing about it all the time, and there's a whole bunch of people who are, and you know, dying from that particular thing that was supposedly eradicated right to a certain point. I mean, what the fuck with Magic Johnson? You know, there goes another plane. I'm telling you, it is like, I bet you it's every half hour, and they're not just regular planes anymore. There's something longer. It's like, takes a really long time to stop hearing them. It's really weird. It's creepy. So I don't know, there's a change. It keeps changing over what's flying over me. So I don't know. There's a lot of action up there though. Anyways, so they're recycling that in, and they're ruining all these people's immune system. And there is a thing about, you can look up your lot number if you have it and get information, like if you want to know this stuff and you want to look it up. A lot of times when you know bad stuff, though, you will feed the energy of that and you will make yourself sicker. So sometimes it's better to just not know and just keep working on feeling good about feeling good and feeling good about yourself. And but there's some with the lot number, I guess, if you can look it up and see how many incidents or what has been found in it or something. I don't know if they've got bottles of every lot number and they've sampled them and checked them. I'm not really sure about some of this stuff, but there's all sorts of information out there. It's better to just not get yourself panicky and just remember, I mean, we're all poisoned. It's not just any particular group, but everybody's got different poisons. Like I said, they're all different experiments, but we all are being poisoned. Some really poisoned in the mind, but we are all being extremely poisoned right now. And they're trying to wipe out, 15 out of 16 people. That's most of us. So, and they know how to target certain kids and stuff. So anyways, that's their future. Wipe most of us out, have their target, who are those ones who will raise the ones that they want. And, don't forget all of these tests and stuff they make us take. They know who to target. They know which ones they want. They know by the answers. Just like if you go in to take the test to be a cop, if you think for yourself, you will fail the test. They want people who will take direction. And that's why I said, there's a reason why there's certain things, if you've been in the military, they take you right in because you've gone through that training. They can check on your records and they can see and they're looking for certain types. They're always looking for certain types. They don't want people out there who have a heart, out there helping other people and doing things to make communities better. That's the opposite of what they want. And so anyways, you just have to keep, noticing all that stuff and reading through it. But, everything is becoming open to us. Like we're starting to be able to see so much, everything is becoming illuminated. The light is coming in and the darkness is surrendering to the light. It has no choice. I mean, when you go on to some of these, I can't see anything on Twitter anymore, still for so long, but, Instagram is just, I don't know. Instagram is sick. Facebook, I don't go on those. I have my Instagram, but I don't go on there and participate anymore. It's just like, I don't know, there's a sick feeling. And TikTok, at least, is feeling a lot more awake. Like a lot more people are sharing information and like paying attention and like telling people like, everybody's in there Chicken Little. Oh my God, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. But, it is all for the awakening. And so it's going to continue like that. It's also, everybody wakes up to the truth. It's just a lot of people start panicking to the different things they're waking up to. And that is that come to Jesus moment. It's that time when you have to go into yourself and try and connect. Like, what does it all mean? What am I doing here? What is happening in the world? You get to that point, and that is when you have your come to Jesus moment. It's your time to connect, to turn on yourself and start. So, there has to be a lot of these super dramatic things to happen so that people do have their time and space to awaken to so much stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff. So it is better, though, to not let yourself get eaten up by fear. Fear is what you want to get rid of. And the biggest lie of all is that you can die. So that's the one you have to just start at, point A. I can't die. I can't die. There's nothing that can hurt me. I mean, if you can get yourself to the point of realizing you're just here in a movie, you're just here to have an experience for yourself. If you can get to that point, then, it changes your attitude about a lot of stuff that goes on. But, anyways, that confirmation stuff that I see, but some of the stuff, I see a lot of really good stuff, except for, I just can't share it all because I don't know, some people, I think that they can get away with having some of those videos that say so much stuff like that, but then, you know, it'll get taken down. My mind's already being watched all the time, so I get taken down fast. I have to be careful. I've already lost so many accounts. So, you know, I'm just telling you that there's doctors saying that there's a lot of people who are dying from that stuff that they were trying to kill us with back then, and that there is, and that has destroyed so many people's immune system, and there's tons of people dying from that. And that's why I keep trying to tell people, you have to work on your health. You have to work on taking good care of yourself, trying to get rid of as many chemicals out of your diet as possible. You know, reduce your amount of intake of chemicals in whatever way. I mean, I start thinking about everything, like the shampoo, the soaps, every single thing that they have these toxins and stuff in our life. And I mean, they're flooding us in our air, our water, the food, and then they're trying to take food away from us. Like, so you just have to really focus on your health. Like, don't go spend money on beer. Spend money on, you know, preparing, maybe buy some extra dried foods or canned foods or something that you can have to eat if, you know, they take us into a time where we don't have any food, we are not completely prepared, you know, because a lot of people aren't awake to some of this stuff, and you have to really network to find people who are. So anyways, I would say, you know, do something to empower yourself, you know, to do something that's going to be good for you. Because if you just sit and drink and stuff, then, you know, it's going to eat at your energy. I mean, if your liver's trying to detoxify all of these different chemicals and stuff, and then you're filling it with alcohol, you're making it so much worse on your liver. And your liver, you know, it's like you are working it to death, and you need to take better care of it. You know, it's got way too many toxins it's trying to filter through. And so you just want to be a lot more careful with yourself and really think about the different ones, like stay away from fast foods, stay away from prepared foods and stuff. Do more of your own food preparation. And, you know, that, like I said, try and find some clean water source. And, you know, just try and think of how you would stay healthy and taking good care of yourself, because everybody has that system is being attacked, because they don't want it to just look like, oh, just all of these people suddenly keel over. No, they're attacking something inside of us, so then it can't fight anything. So your body is so worn out, can't fight anything. And if you're putting extra pressure on your body, then, you know, it's not going to be able to do as well, and you're going to be getting sick, and then you're going to be scared because you're going to think like, oh, I've got the, you know, whatever they're marketing that week is killing us. So anyway, it's just stuff to think about and stuff to start recognizing, and you know, just thinking deeper into stuff. They just want to keep us always on the surface, They don't want us to go underneath and see, you know, what's going on under here. They don't want us to know. And, but anyways, there's just way too many things coming into my head. But I did want to get that out there, is that confirmation. I said they are targeting the kids. They're not, they don't give a shit about us. They could care less. They are just out to kill us. So all our whining and complaining and everything, it's the survival of the fittest. It is. If you can figure out how to take care of yourself and beat their system of trying to murder us, because, you know, and there's so many people who are not aware of this at all and just continue, you know, go out to eat, go have a few beers. You know, they have no idea what their body is going through. They're just trying to, you know, enjoy their life. Life's been so hard lately. There's so much pressure. You know, everything's going crazy. And they think because they're up walking around and feeling good. Well, it's crazy because we just suddenly have people just dropping dead. They're walking, feeling good, and dropping dead. Because shit is going on inside your body that you don't have awareness of. That's why you got to tune into your body. You know, really get in tune with how you're feeling and, you know, everything. Start noticing everything. So anyways, it's just my advice. You know, it's just something to think about. So I will talk to you later. Bye.